everybody, Desert Rose here, back with another WarFrame tutorial slash trollish type thing, I guess. It's not really much of a troll, it's just a video about the whole Excalibur Prime. So, as we all know, you could tell I'm a console player, just for proof that I am a console player and not on PC. As you see, it says press square to codex, press square navigation, just so you all know I am not on PC. As you can see up top here, it says Excalibur, which I am a basic ass Excalibur, as you can see. But I took off all this stuff. I've done a previous video of it, but it didn't really look that good. And this new version I created, as you can see, my ship on the inside, I'll give you a quick run around. It's all black and it looks yellow, which it is. It's supposed to be a goldish color. And then there's my, I have to alter my Tenno. But we are going to do an Excalibur Prime look and then try to convince people to see if we could, we're going to see if we could go to a like social relay space and see if we could, I'll change the Tenno later. We're going to see if we could convince people by just standing around and asking people, have you seen the new Excalibur Prime yet? And see if it is convincing enough for them to think. So the reason I dress like this, because this is a lot of, you know, when you first get Excalibur, this is what he looks like, you know. His back is a little torn up and stuff, I guess, from being tortured or attacked or whatever. Maybe that's just the way he's made. But anyways, let's get right into this. So you want to come to your arsenal. Now I should also mention before we do this, there are going to be parts that if you do not own that will need to be bought. So the reason I have the MK1 kunai knives right now is because I was leveling them up for mastery rank, but I keep them attached because they look like a good prime part on your armor, the way that I detail everything. Until I could get the Excalibur Prime dual pistols. You see the blueprint right there. I have everything except the one receiver, which I will be working on trying to get later today. But anyways, let's get into this. So for the frame, the helmet I got out of an alert mission. If you have the platinum, I'd recommend buying this one. I've thought about in my other video getting the Excalibur Prisma Avalon helmet, but people tell me that the Excalibur Pendragon helmet looks better, so you could get the Excalibur Pendragon helmet or the Excalibur Prism Pendragon helmet. I personally go with the non-prism version because as you see the prism version, yeah, there's the blue tip on it, but you can make it yellow, or make it goldish yellow, but it doesn't look as good. So I got this one out of an alert mission, so this is the one I use. So you want the Excalibur Pendragon helmet. Now your skin, as you can see, I have the default skin. The Immortal skin was the skin I used in my last video, but we're going to be using a different one. So you should see this is the default. There's the Immortal skin, the Obsidian skin, and there's a helmet that goes with that. I'm just showing this for people who don't play Warframe. But anyways, the skin you're going to use is the Excalibur Prototype Armor. You could also use the Excalibur Caduto skin or the Excalibur Grax skin. I mean, to be honest, any of these four is good. The Excalibur Proto, the Caduta skin, Grax skin, or the Sentient Slayer skin. But I personally go with the Prototype Armor skin because, you know, you got like abs on you and it looks badass. So you want the Excalibur Prototype Armor skin and the Pendragon Excalibur helmet. Now, you're also going to do, let me set this to default colors. So those are attachments and the Sedana and all that. I'm going to set everything to default colors because we're going to have to, I have to show you guys how to color these. Okay, so anyways, now that you have the Excalibur Pendragon helmet and the Excalibur Prototype Armor skin, you want to do attachment, these are animation stances. I currently use the Chroma animation stance, which he stands still and breathes fire. It's kind of weird because of the helmet we have. It looks like he breathes fire out of his nose if you give it a few seconds. That's the stance I use as the Chroma Noble Animation stance. To be honest, for prime stances, I would recommend the Ash Noble Animation stance, but the one that I want to get is Haro Noble Animation Stance, because his hands go behind his back like Haro, and he will pull out, like if you see the frame Haro with that little lantern thing on like a nunchuck chain that he swings around, that stance right here will allow you to have that. If you're wondering why he's holding his hands out, because I have knives in my hands right now, but like without the knives his hands would be behind his back, and then he'd pull out that little thing he waves around. So if you do have the Haro Noble Animation set stance, I would recommend that one. If not, and you had the 50 plat, then go ahead and buy it, because I'm definitely gonna buy it when I get paid again. Okay, now for attachments, the chest, I would recommend the Avea chest plate, is because the symbol we're gonna, like the little like emblem type-ish thingy we're gonna put on his stomach, or not on his stomach, on his chest, it goes good with it. So I'd recommend the Avea chest plate, or however you call that, a Avea chest plate, whatever. Now for shoulder pads, you could either use the Edo shoulder plates or Edo shoulder plates, but I have the prism versions of them, which is the same thing I got from the Void Trader. So if you have the prism ones, use the prism ones. If you have the non-prism, go ahead and use that. It doesn't matter, because the way we're coloring them isn't gonna matter anyway. Now for your legs, the you want the left prism, what is that pronounced? Daedalus knee plates, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce this stuff. Daedalus, I don't fucking know. Whatever. You guys get what I'm talking about. So you want these knee plates. And then it's weird how they call them knee plates, but they go on your ankles, but it's like whatever. Just put those on, and then the shoulder pads. As you could see, the shoulder pads and the leg knee pads will be like the prime parts to him. Then the Saidana, I would recommend, where is it? The Euro Saidana. Why? I know it looks weird with this tail thingy hanging from his back, but I recommend it because if you look around his neck, there's that shiny piece of like silverish chrome metal that you can color gold, which is what we're going to be doing, is all the coloring after. But I'd recommend the Euro Saidana because it gives you, you know, prime frames have all those little fancy like jewelry and stuff, so because it has that fancy jewelry, you could use that, or you could use these wings. This one you can use, which gives you an emperor look. The Voltara Saidana makes sure you have that emperor look. If you're a fan of the Illuminati and shit, you could use that weird triangle one, this thing. If you're a fan of like the Illuminati and shit and the Roman numeral numbers, you could use that one. Or if you're a fan of like that stuff called the conclave, I'd recommend this because it's kind of like a conclave flag. If you're a female gamer and you like butterflies, you could use this. I mean, I know male gamers that use it too, but I'm saying like it looked a little weird putting this on Excalibur Prime. So to be honest, the best Saidanas would be this one. This one for the Emperor look. As you can see from a frontal view, he's got like that Emperor look, and then it kind of looks like he has a tail, the flamed wings. But I'm gonna go with this one because from the frontal look, like I said, prime frames have all that jewelry, so go with the Euro Saidana. The regalia, the arms, you could do alliance or clan emblems. Because my alliance and clan emblems, as you see, look like Tenno icons, I use the Stratos emblem. But if you have like clan emblems with like a dope image on it, then go ahead and use that. Now for your chest sigil, I would recommend this one called the Imminent Eclipse sigil, just because it honestly looks the best. Is this my mastery rank sigil? That is a weird, last time it looked like the image. I don't know why it's this little line-ish thing. But yeah, stalker symbol, I put that on the back. But for the front, I would recommend the Imminent Eclipse sigil. And you want to do the primary color, fire, and it's this one right here. And you apply that. Now for the back, like I said, the back sigil, you can do the same thing, but you don't want it to be noticeable on the back. That's a little weird, so I do the stalker symbol, and it's also tinted the same, fire, and the same slot. From the top left corner, you go down 1, 2, 3. Then coloring the whole frame himself is okay. Yeah, appearance, you want to do the Saidana primary. You wait, copy main colors, what is that? Oh, it copies, I think it copies the colors of like the frame is what it's doing. Okay, yeah, so we'll wait for that. So the color of the Excalibur, not the attachments, you want to go to fire, like I said, no, sorry, for primary color, you want to go to PSIV or smoke colors, whichever one. I have both, because you could get black from here, and then you could also go to PSIV and get black from there, and the blacks look exactly the same, as you can tell. So the primary, secondary are pitch black, as you can get them. The Terraria or whatever that's called, you want to do, like I said, fire from the top left, go down 3, 1, 2, 3, right there. Ascents, I believe, is the same thing. Yeah, from the top left in the fire palette down 1, 2, 3. Energy, you want to do the fire palette top left, but this time you want to do 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then over 1, I believe, right? Yeah, because it's gonna, your exalted blade is extremely bright, so yeah, you go down 4 from the top left, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then over 1. And as you can see, that thing on my chest is really golden right now. Also, to the regalia, whatever it's called, these are the settings I have for it. Rotation is obviously, so what we'll do is default properties. The alpha you obviously want all the way up, because as you can see, if I lower that, it's how often or how well it shows. So for alpha, you want that all the way up. Offset, you want to put about, from default, you want to go 1, 2, 3, I believe. Sorry about that, Lotus is in the way. So yeah, from default offset, you go to the right on the D-pad 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Offset means to move it, just leave it, actually do once to the right. Height, you want to make it like from default, go twice right on the D-pad, and then width twice right the D-pad. Rotation, just leave how it is. And as you can see, if you wanna, I might actually move this higher. Nah, it looks good where it's at. Alright, but yeah, that's how that's set up. Should I raise it? So yeah, from where it's default for width, go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do 4 actually, because it looks wider. I'm gonna adjust this. Where is it? Yeah, is this default? No, that is right there. So yeah, the offset, just, I was gonna say once to the right, but no, leave that right in the middle. But yeah, that's the symbol on the front. And then the reason that one's in the back, the stalker symbol, is because all your guns are gonna be covering it, and it kind of gives your weapons like a glowing type effect. But yeah, that's the sigil placement. The one on the back doesn't really matter. Just try to get it in the middle, in the back, as much as possible. Attachments, you want to copy, just click copy main colors, and bam, look at that. You just click copy main colors for the attachments. The Sidana, same thing, copy main colors, bam. You see what I'm talking about? The golden part around the neck is why I wear it, because of the prime jewelry. And now you just want to apply your weapons. So I use Soma Prime, as you can tell. You can I didn't default color them, but all you have to do is click copy WarFrame colors. That's a bit dark, so we're gonna brighten that up a little bit. Which one is it? Ascents, I believe. Yeah. So go up 1 for that. After you click copy WarFrame colors, go to Ascents and go up 1, because it'll blend in more. Kunai knives, you obviously copy WarFrame colors. And then the melee, I have Galentine. These other ones I have, like the Fragor, Glaive, and these I'm just using for mastery leveling up. But we'll put on the Galentine and obviously copy WarFrame colors. And there you go. There's my version, I should say, for console. This is my version of Excalibur Prime. You could, like I said, change the skins. As you see, this is the Excalibur Caduto skin with this setup. the Excalibur Grax skin with the color setup, and then the Excalibur Sentient Slayer skin. The other ones are okay, but they're not best looking. As you can see, they're not all primal. That just looks straight weird. But the best skin, I would say, is the Excalibur skin for my perspective. So this is how to make an Excalibur Prime on a console. Yeah, like I said, we don't have him on console. He's a PC exclusive. So this is how to kind of look like him on console. Because, you know, the reason I'm saying console is because obviously Xbox One, or not, yeah, Xbox One and PS4 are consoles. So, yeah. So that's that. That's how you set them up. Now, all we're going to do is go to a strata relay on Earth and see what happens. Those are alert missions. I could do those later. But alright, let's do this. We're going to click Earth. We're going to go to strata relay. I'm going to go to 4 because it's calm. I usually do like where it says calm. I usually go like right in between, you know what I'm saying? So like if all of them were calm, I'd probably go with like 4, 5, or 6 usually. You don't want so many people in here. So that's set up. Skip these cutscenes. Alright, let's go see what happens. As you could tell, I was here earlier trying to sell the Excalibur Prime. But let's see what happens. I think all the same people are still here, because I was here earlier, like I said, showing off the Excalibur Prime. Well, a costume look, I should say, but it, you know, looks badass. So we have all the like golden stuff around the neck and shit for the Prime jewelry. This person is still here. Okay, I was here earlier. This Dark Destroyer 260 was here before, like several hours ago. I'd say I've been on this game all day, and this person has just been standing here all day. I was standing, like I said, I was here earlier. I was just standing here like this, and a bunch of people were hoarding around me. And this person walked up and either went AFK or fell asleep. But this person's been here all day. That's the new Octavia frame. Yeah. You got the moves. Alright, well it doesn't, I mean, here it says that there's a ton of people here, but they're not in the main lobby. I'm gonna just put in the chat. Come check out. Now, I just want to remind you, I know Excalibur Prime isn't on console, but I just want to see what'll happen. If I told people, let's see, come check out my Excalibur Prime, I'm in the main lobby. Alright, let's see what happens and see if we could prank people into thinking I have Excalibur Prime. I mean, I kind of look like it, so this is my version of what I would make Excalibur Prime look like. Because on PC, the Excalibur Prime, I mean, his Prime helmet, it's basically just the Rhino Prime helmet put on the Excalibur, which is really fucking cheeky and copyrighted, if you ask me. So we make our own versions. Y'all got your little Excalibur Prime on console, or on PC, but I made my own version. Oh, hey, look. I was like, come check out my Excalibur Prime. I'm in the main lobby. Yay. If no one responds or does anything, I'll go to a different strata relay lobby. See what'll happen. About to Millie Rock. I just can't really rock like me. Oh. Alright, well, this is very dead. It's like Ghost Town here. So let's leave here and go to a different lobby, because this is very, very dead. I was here earlier, but it died. Earlier today it was lit out the ass, but it's dead. So, alright. What other planets have relays that the Cupir relay, I can't pronounce that to save my own life. Let's just go there and see what happens. See if we could go to any of the relays and just see if we could convince anybody into thinking I have Excalibur Prime. I had a newbie before walk up to me and he's like, how did you get that? I'm like, get what? And he's like, Excalibur Prime. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, you look like Excalibur Prime, and I'm like, oh, this is just my setup. And the guy kept asking me and thought I was like trolling him that I had Excalibur Prime, but like I wouldn't tell him how to get it. And I'm like, bro, I promise you, this is not Excalibur Prime. Oh, there's only 2 people here. Yeah, nah, let's get out of here. Always check the chat before you run into the actual relay. It'll tell you how many people are there. All I want to do is try to convince some people into thinking I have Excalibur Prime. What's that alert? Mobile defense. Lame. Alright. Let's try another Earth relay. Busy. Let's go to one of the busy ones, see what happens. Usually I don't go to the busy ones only because of internet lagging, and on top of that I'm live streaming. So because this is a busy server, if anything crashes or the stream stops, I apologize, but let's just get into this and see what the hell goes on. It says busy, so there must be a lot of people. Oh my god, there's a lot of people here. This is exactly what we're looking for. Alright, let's get a move on. As you can see, the DE Mewtwo's up top, which is a kick bot. I have been kicked by one before for, I got super excited about, I don't even remember, but I, ended up putting, how you text with all like caps and shit. I put all caps and then it was just like, oh, you've been kicked, chill with the caps lock. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Alright, let's see what happened. Come check out my Excalibur Prime. I'm in the main lobby. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's try this again. I'll offer out a handshake for anyone who wants one. So let's just stand here with our handshake out, seeing if anyone wants to accept that when they get here. Well, people are walking by, but they don't seem to be interested. I gotta wait for everyone to notice the text, hopefully. Hey, we're getting some attention. Look at that rhino. That looks badass. Oh. Chroma. No? I feel like that basketball player where he always goes for the high five after a basketball game and then no one high fives him, so he's gotta high five himself. Yeah, I kinda feel like that right now. Rejected. Hashtag exposed. I just exposed myself. Wow. What the hell is it? Yeah, you're getting ducats. I don't even want to know what the hell that frame is. All I know is it's disgusting. Oh, look, Necros. Hi, death. You will never consume my soul. Nobody thinks they look like Excalibur Prime, bro. Like, I was in another Strata Relay and everybody's just like, oh my god, Excalibur Prime is finally on console. And now that I actually... He said, really? Yes. Come check out. He's like, really? Yeah, come check out. I don't know what that text at the bottom says. I don't speak whatever language that is. He said K. Oh, guy. Yeah, he's coming to check it out. Yeah. Lit. Yo. He said Excalibur Prime main lobby. Well, I said Excalibur Prime in main lobby. He's like, really? I was like, yes, come check out. Yeah, get it? Check out. You gotta check out a Walmart. My jokes are gay. I know, it's okay. Haha, I'm so funny. Not really. My jokes are low key. Get it? Low key on the inside. I have no life. I have too much time on my hands over the summer. I'm sorry. I'm probably annoying the shit out of everybody watching. If there even is. But yeah, I should also mention, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and make sure to like this video if you enjoyed. And just dislike the video if you'd like me to take it down. If this video gets over like 5 dislikes, I'll take it down. Because I don't have many subscribers, so. And if I get more subscribers in the future, I'll up the dislikes a video has to get before I take it down. Either that or just comment on below. If you don't want me to take it down, just comment below and be like, yo, please take this down. You know. Is you coming to check it out? Where is? I've been looking for the dude. Like I'm looking around. Oh, there he is. Why is chroma so rare? He's not. He said, why is chroma so rare? Look at the other guy commented too. He's like, he's not rare. I was right. I think he thought of chroma because of my stance. The reason I want to get that Haro stance though, the one with the little lantern thing swinging around, because I'm like, could you imagine looking this badass and then swinging around the freaking little lantern thingy on a wow, the stutter is real. God damn. I was trying to say, could you imagine looking this badass and swinging around a lantern connected to like half a nunchuck? I only saw one in 5 months. I've seen like hundreds ever since that new skin. No one like him or something? No, not really. All he does is look badass with his new skin and you know, look like a giant ass fucking Bakugan looking thingy. Excuse my language. Why is the DE Mewtwo texting me? Oh, it's texting the whole relay. Add to see relics which are related to prime parts. Use the keyword search in your void relic refinement station. Is the trader gone? Yes. He left several hours ago. Anyone like my Excalibur Prime or no? I was like, anyone like my Excalibur Prime or no? This guy he says Excalibur Prime is gone, right, in Vault? No, LOL. He's PC only. This is... I was like, anyone like my Excalibur Prime? They're all like, I do. I'm gonna be like, LOL. He's PC only. This is my version of him. Look at everyone loving me. I'm afraid to post this now. He's like, he's vaulted forever. And then everyone's like, I do hearts. And I'm like, I'm afraid to be like, yeah. Because I'm getting so much love from these people. And I'm like, damn. But I have to tell the truth. I can't lie. I'm like, everyone's like, where's Excalibur Prime at? I'm in the main lobby. Excalibur Prime is PC only. I just look like him. This guy, yo, look at this dude PM. He personally messaged me and says, I want Excalibur Prime. Oh my god. I don't want to hurt these people's feelings. Oh my god, dude. You know how many hearts I probably broke right now? I feel so bad. Oh my god. I hate to say this to you, and I'm live streaming right now, but Excalibur Prime is PC only. This is just Excalibur with a Prime look. He says, good for you, but he's vaulted forever. Chili Willy says he has him. Chili Willy. Excalibur Prime doesn't exist. I can't spell. How do you spell exist? E-X-I-S. Oh, I was right. Ha! I was gonna put E-X-I-S-T, but I felt like it was wrong. One of those moments where you spell a word right, but it looks wrong. I'm gonna be like Chili Willy. Excalibur Prime doesn't exist on PS4. Everyone, I'm live streaming on YouTube. I just put on a Prime look and wanted to do a YouTube tutorial on how to look like Excalibur Prime on console and see if I could convince everyone that I had Excalibur Prime. I promise these are just attachments. And skins. It was... I never said he was on... It was a prank to see if I saw everyone. I'm not gonna put everyone because not everyone is, so I'm gonna put like a lot of people think I have Excalibur Prime on here. He said, "What's up?" Sup? In the comment section saying, "What's up? What's up?" I feel bad for that person who personally messaged me and was like, I want Excalibur Prime. I feel so bad. This is only supposed to be a prank, and everybody's just like, hey. He says, I got lucky. Someone gave it to me for 5 platinum. Gave what to you for 5 platinum? Excalibur? Oh my god, I'm just gonna go because I'm breaking everyone's souls and hearts and corrupting their minds. Everyone's just like, I have Excalibur Prime here on PS4. No, you don't. I don't even have him. It's just a look. It was just a prank. Chillax. I'm gonna see if I could go to that other Strata Relay and show you all the chat to it. The one that I was talking about, I was in earlier today, that had like everyone saying that I was Excalibur Prime. It was number 4. We're gonna go there and I'm gonna show you all the chat and read it to you before I end this. Damn. These pretzels are crunchy as fuck. Crunchy, 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 crunchy. Oh. Oh, yeah. So, the guy Romero, I was in a like game with the Romero guy, or however you pronounce his name, the Romero X98. I was in a game, like we were in the same game together. So that's why it says it's whatever the hell CMD is. He says I'll take it. Oh my god, this guy still thinks I have Excalibur Prime. I said that his Oberon looked like a reindeer, and he says I'm a goat, and I'm like, oh yeah, I see the goat look now. I was thinking of the new Frost skin with the big ass like devil horns that look like a reindeer. This guy says joined whatever. He says nice Oberon Prime, bruh. And there was another player like over here. I'll show you. If you're wondering why it says like giraffe neck and shit, because the Oberon Prime, he had like a big ass long neck. The dude was standing over here doing like ducats and shit for the Void Trader when he shows up in 11 days, 16 hours, 29 minutes, and 45 seconds. But he had like a huge, like the back of his neck was super huge and long, and it looked like a giraffe neck. So we started kind of like roasting on him. He said, I was like, where is the Oberon Prime? And he says here, and he says giraffe, and then he says from goat to giraffe. And this guy says, anybody got neural sensors? He says, and then I told him through like the game chat when we were talking, I was talking to him, I said, I'll put that Oberon Prime's got a giraffe neck, and he said, do it. And I was like, Oberon P got that giraffe neck, hashtag expose, cry laugh emoji. And he says, expose him, oh, yeah. And then I started talking about like how sexy this look on the Excalibur was, and he's like, I was like, because this person, Dark Destroyer, as soon as I said that my Excalibur was like sexy and shit, this person ended up like walking up, and then there was the Destroyer here, that person, the other frame called Mirage, there was a Ember Prime, a Saren Prime, they all started coming around me, and he's like chick magnet, and I was like, yes I am. And then there is he says you were meant to be, and then the Mirage or whatever, I think she was, no, sorry, the Ember Prime walked off. He's like, where'd she go? And I was like, ayo, Ember Prime, let me slide in those DMs. He's like, oh. I don't remember what the sure was for, but I said something and he was like, sure. And then I remember why he said sure now. And then the damn he ended up telling him, because after the let me slide in them DMs joke, and he said, oh, I was like, hey, this is a tip for you all who watch this, listening to this part of the this live stream right now, which will be uploaded as an actual video soon to my YouTube channel. But I was like, do you want to know a way on how to get it? Like, if you're chilling at a party, right? You go out to like a bar, you're chilling at a party, you want to get a girl, and you're chilling with a group of girls, and you're taking like group selfies, and you want to get their number. Ask them to take a groupie selfie type picture, and then ask one of the girls, be like, hey, can I send that photo to my phone? And then you go into her messages to send it to your phone through the text. Punch in your number, send it to your phone, and then look the girl in her eyes while handing her phone back, and be like, That's a good, like, it's a good way to get your number, huh? And then he said, damn, and he's like, thanks for the tips. And then I started talking about my Excalibur Prime pistols, about how I need the Excalibur Prime receiver. I need one more. And he's like, and I was talking about how I need an Axie K1 relic, which has currently been vaulted. And this one guy DM'd me and says that I could use any Axie relic now. And I was like, well, the point I'm trying to make is I don't have Axie relic. And then he was like, I don't know if I have that relic. And then this other friend of mine named Black Rainbow showed up with his golden ash, and he was like, oh damn boy, and he's like making some plut, whatever plut is. And then there was like a bunch of people who were standing right here doing this new Milliwap dance. I don't know why they call it the Glissade Naruto, but it's basically the Milliwap, or not Milliwap, Milli Rock, sorry, I'm pronouncing that so wrong, I don't know why. Wap! Milli Rock, sorry. And I said, I'm a poop on your party. I left the relay and came back and seen the text that says dance party and made a relay. I was like, I'm a poop on your party. My Excalibur Prime is a chick magnet. He's like, you can't say he says, you can say shit. And he says, I said, besides, you can't Milli Rock like me anyways. And he's like, has Excalibur Prime been sold yet? He's like, I'm guessing yes. I said, nope, that guy that I said, the guy, I tried to sell them for platinum because of something I wanted to buy, was that Haro stance. And then I was like, no, the guy that, in the trade chat here, I put want to sell, and he says, I swore that you said want to buy Excalibur Prime. And I was like, and I said I want to sell Excalibur Prime. He says, oh, and I'm like, I'm waiting for anyone to PM me best offers. He says, well, and I was like, what? He's like, the full Excalibur Prime should be sold for 60 plat. He's like, at least that's what I think. And I was like, yeah, someone told me 80 plat, but he was like, I swore you said want to buy, and I was like, you stupid. And then I was like, anyone want a glimpse of Excalibur Prime? I'm in the main lobby. He says, want to sell equals want to buy. And I'm like, true. And then he says Giraffe Prime, which he started roasting that Loki, or that Oberon again. He's like, Giraffe Prime. He says, invite me back, bro. I was like, I don't have the Hades unlocked because he deleted his Excalibur and wants to get it back. And I was, you got to do Hades on Pluto, I think. And I was like, I don't have it unlocked. He says, we need someone else that can get us in then. And he says, wait. And I was like, he's like, are you seriously using MK1 kunai? And I was like, yeah, because I'm using them for mastery rank, and they're finally, they're level 30. But I said the only reason I kept them equipped is because they look good with the Prime Excalibur look. And he says, buy a Lex for 50 credits. I was like, I could get a Lex Prime. He's like, and then I was like, I'm a key. That's when I told him that I kept the kunai knives because they look good with the look I have. And he's like, it's good. And then I said, I have Viper, but these look better. And he says, Viper's good too. And then this one guy named Flameheart was like, okay. He says, I'll buy Lex. And I was like, not you. He's talking to me. This other guy says, level it to 30 anyway to get mastery rank. And the Flameheart was like, oh, sorry. I'm like, I already did. That's why I have them. And they look like prime pieces on my Excalibur. I said, I use my Exalted Blade anyways. I never run out of energy unless an energy vampire drains it for me. Well, I can run out of energy without an energy vampire enemy draining it for me. It's just the point that I have 400 energy at max. And then he says, I can make Oberon look like Excal. And I was like, yep. He says, I was like, a Loki Excal. LOL, get it? Because it's a frame called Loki, but I put L-O-W-K-E-Y. And he's like, yes. And he says, with the Distrier helmet, whatever the hell it's called, I so desperately need. And this guy says sup, and I said the stars, because like when you say sup to me, I think of it like when I'm in a joking mood, I think of it like as in what's up. But he said sup, and I looked up, and it's like, the stars. It was an inside joke at the time. It was funny at the time. But and he says grape joke, and this guy's like he's like LMAO, and he's like, motherfucker, Oberon looks like a mosquito now. And I was like, grapes are healthy for you, and that's why my Rhino Prime is so bulky. And then I went to equipment, I went to Arsenal, and I went to here, and I swapped over to my Rhino Prime, which you guys could see is bulky as fuck. And when I put it on, I walked over here to the stairs like this, and the person was the guy I'm talking to, Romeo, was like Big Daddy, and I put the cry laugh emoji. Godly Dre was like that bruh emoji. He says, "Bitch looks like a grape," and he says, "Anyone help me get Haro neuropics?" And he says, "Big and then there's smiley face, sad face. He's like, "Where do you get them?" And I was talking about the Haro neuroptics, like, where do you get them? Because I don't care about Haro, I only want his stance. And then he was like, the Eternal. And then the dude put a devil face, a laughing face, a winky face, sad face. He's like the Eternal boner. And this guy's just like, huh, what? And he says, Golden Ironus. It's funny, because he thought it was that new frame called Inaros or whatever right here, but it was a golden ash. I was like, how do you like my Rhino Prime now, boy? Because the Black Rainbow guy was standing right here. And there was a time ago, he says, look at your sorry-ass Rhino Prime. And then I was like, he says, what the just happened? And I was like, they call me Big Daddy. And I was like, he says, Inaros and Excal got inside each other. I said, Black Rainbow, LOL, how's the Wi-Fi been? Rhino stomped you so hard in a dojo, do his Wi-Fi reboot, dying laughing face. And I was like, want to sell X Stiletto Prime 50 plat. And then this guy says GG, and I said, come check out my Excalibur Prime. I'm in the main lobby, but that was from the other relay that I was in. And then this guy is talking about, I'll take it, because he wants like the Excalibur Prime, but it doesn't exist on console. As you all see, I did a tutorial on how to look like him. But yeah, I just thought I'd explain to y'all. I'm sorry that was such a long session. I just wanted to explain to y'all how the, you know, about this chat and what was what, so you all have an understanding of the story about how my day went. It's been fun, I mean, to be honest. I don't want to just end off this live stream after talking about all that bullshit, because you all are probably bored as a motherfucker. So, I'll go to one more strata relay and see how many goofballs and newbies we can troll into. Either think about trolling more people into... Yeah, because the alert missions are pointless. So we're going to go to another strata relay and see how many people we can convince into thinking I have Excal Prime. And then maybe run a mission real quick. Or I'll just end it out of that. Actually, no. I got a better idea. I'm going to do some gameplay of this. I don't know what the hell this is. I should mention I'm trash in Conclave. I don't play it, so yeah. I'm gonna get destroyed. I just want to point that out. I'm gonna be murked to death, like murked, like over 9,000. Like that's like me trying to, like a human being trying to take on Goku in a fight. Like that's how bad I'm gonna be destroyed because I don't play it whatsoever. Archwing, yeah, I don't do space missions either, so I still have this. As you could tell, I don't do these little Archwing space missions either. But, yeah, so we have my Excalibur, low-key Excalibur Prime set up for Conclave, so let's go play some, Annihilation. See what happens. Annihilation, aka Free-for-All. I am going to get murked, but it's okay with me. I'm just trying to get some gameplay in for the rest of the live stream. But like I said, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to smash that subscribe button. Yeah, smash the subscribe button, like this video if you enjoyed, and see you all in my next video. Peace.
Tenno. Command the Oro now. You are at the head of the pack. 1 minute remains. All others follow behind you. Thirty seconds remain. Ten seconds remain. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The annihilation is yours. Dedication and training